Okay, the next column we need to post from our CRJ's debtors control. What does this total represent? If it's a journal where I received money, this is the total that I received from debtors. Okay, so go to your debtors control account. If you look at debtors control, can you see that's the last one we entered? Did you all enter it?
Yes.
Okay. If we're receiving money from a debtor, they owe us less, so you put it on the credit side, your details say bank. The next column in the journal that you need to post is sales. What does this total represent? The total cash sales we made for the month. So go to your sales account. Sales is an income. What does an income do to my owner's equity? Increases it, so you write on the credit side. December the 31st. What are you going to write in details? In details you write bank. Because this amount that I'm writing in here is part of the total that's in bank. Okay, so this is where I put this money. CRJ 12, and the amount for sales was 1770. The next column in your journal is cost of sales. Now, cost of sales, if you look at the rhyme, Ben swims to Cape Town, does cost of sales go with bank? Are these cost of sales amounts recorded in bank? No, but the sales amounts are. So sales goes with bank. Which account does cost of sales go with? Okay, it goes with trading inventory. So you need to remember that when you post the cost of sales column, you're going to post it to cost of sales and to trading inventory. Go to your cost of sales account. Cost of sales is an expense, and an expense decreases your owner's equity. So you write December the 31st. In details, can I write bank?
No.
You write cost of
Sales.
you write trading inventory. The amount's 1475. And then you need to remember, this shows, cost of sales total shows the value of stock that you sold for cash. Okay? If I sold stock, do I have more stock or less stock? Less. So you write on the credit side, December the 31st, in details, cost of sales. CRJ 12, and the amount is 1475. Are there any entries in sundry?
No.
If there were, what do you remember about posting from sundry?
Post on the day.
You post on that day. So if capital, for instance, appeared here twice, you would post to capital twice. Okay. We move on to our next journal. Before I post my next journal, I remind myself, what did I record in a CPJ? Payments made. Please have a look. Every time you made a payment, bank was affected. Can you see? So bank is your main account here. You made for this one, you paid for stationery. So it would be bank and stationery. In stationery you would write bank, and in bank, if you had posted separately, you would write stationery. It would waste time to report these transactions separately. Do you agree? Okay? So instead of writing each of these names of accounts in bank, what are we going to write in bank? Total payments. So we're only posting the total of 1097. Go to your bank account and you say, if I make a payment, do I have more money or less money? Less. So you're going to credit bank December the 31st. In details, you must write total payments. CPJ 12, and the amount is 1097. Okay? Then, why would creditors control appear in the CPJ? Give me an explanation for that amount. Yes, JD? Okay. People that we owed money to, we paid back. Okay. That amount's part of the total in bank. So, I've already entered it in bank. Now I need to just enter it in creditors control. Do we owe our creditors more or less? Less. So, we put it on the debit side. December the 31st, we got this money from bank. CPJ 12, and the amount is 107. The next thing we paid for in our CPJ is wages. Were you asked to do the wages account? No. So we move on to the next column is trading inventory. I bought stock for cash. Does trading inventory go with cost of sales if you're buying stock? No. So please note, trading inventory only goes with cost of sales if you are selling stock. Now I'm buying stock for cash. So trading inventory goes with bank. Can you see this amount's been put in? Bank. Go to your trading inventory account. If you're buying stock, do we have more or less stock?
More. Less.
More. So, December the 31st, in details you write bank. CPJ 12 and the amount's 486. Okay. Then we move into sundry. Were you asked to do the stationery account? No, but if you were, you would post it on the 3rd of December. Okay, to the debit side of stationery. Move on to your next journal. Your next journal is creditors journal. What do we record in a creditors journal? Not money that we paid, things that we bought on credit. So it's money owed to creditors for various things. Can you see every time I bought something on credit, I put it in creditors control in one other column? Okay? Means creditors control is affected every time. Instead of entering these transactions separately, I'm going to enter one total. Instead of writing in creditors control these names of the other accounts, am I going to replace that with what? Total purchases. So go to your creditors control account. If I'm buying on credit, do I owe my creditors more or less? More. So it's going to go on the credit side. December the 31st, you replace all those account names with total purchases. Not payments, otherwise it's wrong. CJ 12 and the amount is 6,815. Okay. Then we purchased trading inventory on credit. Does this trading inventory account go with cost of sales?
Yes.
No. Because I'm not selling, I am purchasing, so it goes with creditors control. Can you see? I've entered it in trading stock and in creditors control. So I'm purchasing stock. Does my trading inventory increase or decrease? Increases if you're buying stock. December the 31st. Now, am I going to write bank and details?
No.
We write creditors control. And it is 3,623. Okay, now for this journal, we move into sundry. Were we asked to do equipment? Advertising? No, so we move on to our debtors journal. Before you post, remind me, what do I record in a debtors journal?
People that owe us money.
Okay, people that owe us money. So it's more correct to say credit sales. When we have credit sales, what was the rhyme for credit sales? Who's swimming to Cape Town? Dummies or dolphins swimming to Cape Town. So it means this is the only journal where you do this. You're going to post sales to two accounts. Sales and who's swimming to Cape Town? Dummies. Sales goes with debtors control. This shows the value of stock sold on credit. So cost of sales goes with trading inventory. So there's no total purchases or total sales or anything like that because it's just one account. One contra account that's affected. So you just write each other's names. Go to your sales account. Sales is an income. What does an income do to my owner's equity? Increases. What are you going to write here in details? DJ 12, please stop talking. The amount is 6,960. I must remember to also take this to debtors control. Go to debtors control. If you're selling to your debtors, do they owe you more or less? More. What are you going to write in details here?
Sales.
Okay, you write the name of the contra account, which is sales. DJ 12, 6,960. Then you move on to your cost of sales column. That cost of sales, that total, what does it represent?
Just how much you bought the stock for.
Okay, but the value of stock sold on credit. Okay. 5,800. Go to cost of sales. It's an expense. What does an expense do to my owner's equity? Decreases it, so we're going to debit. What are you going to write in details? Trading inventory. DJ12, and the amount is 5,800. Do I leave it there? What do I do? Okay, you go to trading inventory and you say, if I sold stock, do I have more stock or less stock? Less. So you're going to put it on the credit side. Cost of sales. DJ12, and the amount is 5,800. So we're now done posting our journals. The last step is to total and balance your accounts. Please make sure that you can do this correctly. Fine. Balance sheet section accounts with entries on two sides need to be balanced. Balanced means I need to make one side equal to the other side. The amount that you make it equal to is the larger of the two totals. So we're going to take 22,000 plus 2,141 is going to give me 24,141. That is definitely bigger than the total on the side, which is 197 or 1,097. To make both sides equal to the larger total, the side that's smaller, make sure you leave a space. We call this total my balancing amount, okay, or my balancing total. Balancing total must be in the same row and in blocks. Okay, so it's 24,140. 141. 24,141. The next step is to find the missing amount. So my debit side adds up to that, that's fine. I need to say, what must I add to 1,097 to get 24,141? So you take 24,141 minus 1,097 and you get 23,044. You can't just fill that in. You need to say this is called my balance carried down. Your balance brought down is then taken to the opposite side on the first day of the next month. This is actually putting in the opening balance for next month. An opening balance is a brought down balance. So you're going to say January the 1st balance brought down 23,044. Okay. And that accounts balance. Move on to debtors control. Which side do you think will always have the largest total in a debtors control account? Always the debit side. Because would debtors really pay us back more than what they owe us? No, not in grade 9 at least. Okay? No, yeah, it is interest, but it won't be added to the amount that they owe you. Okay. So I'm going to take 5,500 plus 6,960 gives me a total of 12,040. Or sorry, 12,460. Definitely bigger than my credit side. Find what's missing. What do I need to add to 371? So you take 12,460 minus 371, 12,089. If you now add these two up, you'll get 12,460. What do I call this amount? Carried down. Then you take it to the opposite side on the first day of the next month. January the 1st, balance brought down because it's your opening balance for January. 12,089. Okay. Next, creditors control. What side do you think will always have the largest balance? The credit side. Okay. You can see it's 12,815 compared to 107. It's definitely bigger. 12,815 is your balancing total. You take 12,815 and you subtract 107 and you get 12,708. Balance carried down. So it means your balance brought down will always be on the credit side, which is because it's a liability and liabilities are click. Okay, so if you get it on the other side, you know you've made a mistake. January the 1st. Balance brought down and you use that same amount. Be careful to not use your balancing total because I see that quite often. Okay. Trading inventory. Which side do you think will always have the larger total here? Always your debit side. Because can I sell more stock than what I have? No. Okay, so you're going to take 10,000 plus 4,486 plus 3,623. What do you get? 14,109 is in your balancing total. Okay, you subtract both those amounts. 5,800 and subtract 1,475 from the 14,109 to get your balance carried down, which is 6,834. Quiet, please. Okay, when you've got a nominal account, all you do is you draw a line and write the total. So 91,500 plus 1,770 plus 6,960 gives us a total of, what do you get? 100,230. Cost of sales, you're going to add up 76,250 plus 1,475 plus 5,800. Gives me a total of 83,525. And we're done.